I am the top 5 best snappers in the world.
SuperTechGod. Welcome, everyone, to the Marvel Snapcast. I'm your host, of course, Ken, STG, known as the Super Variant God. Why? Because we have every variant in the game. Now, I know that's for another intro. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's Ken. Of course, we're back. I know you guys missed this. It's been a while. Of course, I'm here with the gentleman, the one and only, ladies and gentlemen. Who is that?
The top 5 best snappers in the world. Sino. Because I snapped that hot fire, you heard? What show are you on? I don't like where
I'm on the
where
STG show. We're on the everything STG. I apologize,
Super variant.
My
I'm
bad,
like the
bro.
sleepy tech guy.
Super
What
variant,
is he
sleepy tech God. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Yes, I know it's been a while. We definitely had a week off. We won a lot of tournaments this previous week.
Yes.
So we had a lot of things going on, not just tournaments. We do have shows happening in the background. You guys are going to see. We have funny commercials, funny skits happening. So we haven't had a chance to sit down in real life and shoot one of our awesome episodes that you guys have grown to love. But nonetheless, we're going to bring that same energy as we are both still here on camera, just not in the same room. This way, Sino can't make any mistakes and try to walk away like you always do.
Oh, me? Dang, I'm just hoping we have audio.
Yeah, I think we do. Look around, it looks like we have audio because Young Tech God is not on the mouse and keys.
I don't think he was the problem. I think you were the problem. Yeah, exactly.
That is fair. So yeah, listen, guys. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. Of course, we're going to run through them real quick. We're going to talk about the number one thing, which is the new season, of course, on our wonderful segment called New Drip. Then, of course, we're going to dive into the community snap where we talk about the WSF previous event and what's up and coming. And then, of course, we're going to discuss an awesome topic, which is Marvel Snap dead? In Talk That Talk. And we're going to end it off with most people's favorite topic, which is the bundles in our wonderful segment called Tell Them Why You Mad. So you guys are in for a great show. Sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready because we're going to have a good time. So, Sino, first, before we get into the first wonderful segment, how you been? Hope all is well.
Hey, bro, I've been really good, man. I can't complain. I've gotten really cool splits lately. I got to Infinite, which was crazy and fire. I had a great WSF run. We'll talk about that later. I can't complain. A lot of great raids, a lot of great support from the Snap community, which overwhelmed me. I had my first hype train. Life is just good, man. It's been really, really crazy.
That's
How
awesome,
about you, my brother?
I'm fantastic as always. You know, my main goal is the family. Family's been great. That's what I'm all happy about. Everybody's growing and getting to their full potential every other day as we pass. So, nonetheless, I really do enjoy to see your streams becoming as live as they have been. Love seeing the raids come over to Sino. And guys, as of right now, as of this discussion, you do have time. You have about probably 8 hours to go ahead and follow Sino, top 5 snappers of all time.
Probably a little more because tomorrow's Thursday. You got till Friday, right? So it's probably a little more than that, right?
You see how he wants to dive in and not let me finish? He understands that this is recorded now. It's going out tomorrow. So you technically have 8 hours.
Okay.
Or so.
See, that's the beautiful power of post, right?
Yeah, post. We're leaving all this in here. Since he want to count, he want to cut me off. I'm trying to count hours. We're leaving all this in here. As I say, guys, you have about 8 hours to go ahead and check him out on Twitch and on X. Give him a follow on both platforms. It costs you nothing but time. And of course, he is giving away not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 battle passes on this Friday, the day after you hear this. Okay, so please make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. We'll leave links to his social medias in the description over on YouTube and also in the description in our podcast. So now
That was beautifully promoted right there. I thought the flow was nice,
Just
the
let me do my
tone,
thing.
everything.
I'm telling you, let me do my thing. This guy, ladies and gentlemen, I need to. I bet you the Snapchat don't deal with this. Remember that? Remember that? Snap judgments don't deal with this. You know what I mean?
I'm sure
Ah,
not, man. I'm
eight
sure.
cubes don't deal with this. You know what I mean? What other podcast, Snap podcast, we could talk about? The one with Prashawn and Nerf Herder. They don't deal with this. You know what I mean? I forgot their name, but they knew. They knew. Go check it out.
Snap on ego don't deal with this.
Snap Ego don't deal with this. You know what I mean? Shout out to those guys as well. Damn it. Jeez.
Oh man.
All right. So, of course, we're going to dive into first thing first. The first segment, of course, as we mentioned, will be new drip. Now, I know Sino and Brooklyn got the
Ah,
energy
come
right now.
on, bro.
Let's hear it.
I got more energy than that. Hold on.
Let's hear it. Let's
I
hear it.
got you. I got you. That new drip. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, I felt that. I felt the spit from the drip. Just
Yeah, you got wow. Pronunciate. You got pronunciate.
pronunciate. All right, so guys, as you guys know, with every wonderful start of the new season, there are new cars, new variants, new everything happening in Marvel Snap, and we're here to give you guys the scoop. All right, this is your first time. If you didn't open up Marvel Snap in 2 days, 3 days, when you hear this, we're giving you the inside scoop on what's going on. Let's take a look. So, new season is called The Wonderful X-Men versus Avengers. Now, true story, I brought this comic book many, many moons ago when it first came out. I think the first couple episodes, they were in a plastic bag in my mother's attic, along with the first episodes of Miles Morales. I'm sure they're worth something. I have to get them graded, but they're sitting in the attic, and I need to go back to my mom's and try to get these comics. But yes, I did read it. I did read the story of how the X-Men went up against the Avengers. Pretty cool story, a little bit different, or a little bit way different than Civil War, but nonetheless, let's dive into this amazing season. So, starting off with the season pass, it is of course the new card of Hope Summers. As we explained
Summers.
before, Hope is the granddaughter of Scott Summers. Cable, one of them. We know Cable is the grant. Not get into it. Comic book fans out there, please correct me
You're about
down.
to piss somebody off. I'm telling you, bro. Like they're listening to you right now. They're like, "Oh Jesus."
She kind of looked like Scott and Jean Grey, so there it goes. Now,
That's what I thought. I thought it
yeah,
was.
she is. But
She's a
I don't know if she's
Summers,
the
so she's definitely
daughter
from
or the granddaughter.
Cyclops.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not sure if she's the daughter or granddaughter, but nonetheless, Hope Summers. After you play a card here, which is text, not ongoing, you get +1 energy next turn. Now, after you guys seeing this card has been out for at least 2 days, and I must say it is a pleasure to play with. I think this card, this Battle Pass card, is in the same realm as when Elsa Bloodstone came out. It is going to switch the meta around, and I do believe, just like Elsa, it is perfect in bounce decks. Sino, did you play this card yet? And what is your take? How do you feel about it so far?
I like this card. I like the fact that it's kind of it. See, it stays in that Jean Grey realm, but it's not toxic, right? It actually helps you flow energy from turn to turn. It's great with Kitty Pride. You just bounce her right back. You played, and boom, you get that extra energy. I'm not opposed to extra energy. I love it. Love the Sarahs. Love Electro's cool, but you can only play one card, so that's eh. I love Corvus. That's great. So yeah, I'm a fan of this card, bro.
Awesome. So yeah, I think every genre or every genre of every archetype
Hmm.
kind of have their card that helps them cheat energy out early, and Bounce now has their own, right?
Yep.
We have Corvus with this card. We have uh,
We got Psylocke. We have
well, I'm saying
uh
more for the archetype. There's none for move yet, right? There's no card that gives you ramps up energy with move. I mean, you could use this card in move, to be honest, but nonetheless,
no.
I believe now that we're getting archetypes that get cards that help the ramp up is pretty awesome.
Right.
Electro always been there, but of course, like you said, you have that downfall. But Corvus is great for discard, and now I think Bounce and even Move found their ramp up card. Now we're going to the next card, which is we're even getting to this shortly as well. This is going to be part of the Tell Them Why You Mad. The next card that came out with Hope was, of course, Pixie. Now, these are all Series 5 cards. I think they should have at least gave us some Series 4, but nonetheless, Pixie is on reveal. Shuffle the cards of all cards in your deck that started there. Now, before we dive into that, Sino, what did you give Hope currently?
Oh, as a ranking,
Yes,
I'm gonna give her gold.
gold. I like that. I think she's a platinum. I think she's one step
Ooh,
below, one step below diamond. She, like I said, she's going to definitely help a lot of archetypes out, especially bounce, especially those that can get cards out very quickly, like the Kitty Prides and everything else. We've seen her do a lot of damage. A lot of people getting infinite with this card, of course, because you're able to get that extra energy and cheat it out as well as possible. Keep in mind, this is not like Corvus or like Electro, where you only get one energy per turn. You can play as much cards as you can on her, giving you the additional energy for every card played there. So let's keep that in mind. If you're able to play a Wasp and a Kitty Pride and something else on that turn 4, that means your turn 5, you can drop as much cards as possible.
you're
Like,
actually
it's crazy.
selling me. You're selling me. I feel like I undersold her a little bit. I'm gonna stick with my gold because I gotta stand on my 10.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I think I might have undersold her a little bit with the
Yeah,
gold.
well,
You might be right,
you
but
get to rechange it come the end of the season.
yeah,
So
yeah. All right,
we'll see what
cool. We're good
happens.
with
All
that.
right.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, let's see what I could really. I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really ever cooked something up with her.
Yeah, yeah.
But when let me see if I could get something really going with it, and then I might change my mind.
All right, awesome. So Pixie is this card that came out in the Spotlight caches, which I was big on before playing with her. I thought this wonderful text here, the shuffle, the cost of all cards in your deck that started there, meant that she will shuffle all the costs. So
Hmm.
that means that one of your cards or multiple of your cards would not keep the same cost, unless, of course, there's another card in the card list that has the additional cost. So what I mean by that is, let's break it down a little bit. If I had Zola and Infinite, which I did have in the starting deck, we play Pixie, I would assume Infinite will get a different number, and so would Zola. But I also understood that they can swap their sixes, giving them still the same cost. But as I understand it, with Pixie, the card Infinite could have kept his 6. And it's a very low percentage, but that's how the card works, which to
Right,
me kind of hurts. I think it
right.
hurts the card. I think it hurts you playing with it. My goal, and we did it one time, and it was like the first game, and I did put it on Twitter. My goal was to get a 0 Infinite or 0 Zola,
Right.
and then Zola the Infinite. We did it one time, and that was it. Every other time we could not get it done. Either Infinite kept the 6 or he got off something else. It was just very difficult. And I understand. I'm trying to do stuff with Infinite, which I totally get it. But where I've seen success with her in is playing her in like a Thor, Beta Ray Bill, Jane deck with the Wasp and the Yellow Jacket. Because of course, if you play these cards, um, Thor, Air Beta Ray, and then play Pixie, that's additional 0
Zeros in
costs
your hand. Yeah,
in
in
your
your
deck
deck. Hmm.
that you can help out. But again, do I know if that's really helping? Because what it says there is all the cards that started there. So it's a very tricky thing. Started to ramble on about her. My first initial rating, even though I know a lot of people are playing with her now and they're saying she's awesome, my initial rating, she gets a silver for me.
Ooh, you stole my rating. Okay, cool. So now I agree with you. Um, I didn't see the appeal, so I didn't even go get her. I'll be
All
honest
right,
with you. I didn't
we know,
waste the
we can agree.
tokens. Yeah, I don't like to do it,
We can
only
agree.
because then I start to feel like a second dinner employee, and I don't like to do that. I'm a man of the people.
Wow.
um, I gave her a silver only. I didn't see the appeal, and the reason I didn't see the appeal is because I saw what happened to my boy up there with Infinite keeping his 6. It's very random. It could work, but then it couldn't work, and I just don't like the fact that you can shuffle the same cost right back to Infinite like that. Like, you know what I mean? Or your 6
Yeah.
cost or whatever, my 5 cost or whatever that I'm trying to really change. I feel like everybody should just shuffle. You should not get the same cost that you had before. It should change, whether it be a 5, that's whatever, it changed. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So even if it was you had your 2 cost changed to a 6, hey, well, it changed. You know what I mean? So
Right.
um, the fact that it doesn't do that lost the appeal for me. I did not go and get her. I have not played with Pixie yet. I have heard other people reach out and be like, "Yo, this card is cracked and all that." Maybe they have the code, maybe they have the card list that really works. That's
Yeah.
cool. Shout out to
Yeah.
them. But
Yep.
I got a silver rating on Pixie. I don't see the appeal. Maybe later, but for right now, I'm good.
Yeah. Totally with you on that. Let's see what happens in the future. Pixie does have some awesome variants, but we're not here to talk about variants. We're not giving you ratings on variants. We're giving you ratings on how well you play.
Right.
Now we go on to the next card, another Series 5 card coming out, which is Mockingbird. Now,
Bird.
cost 1 less for each of your cards in play that did not start in your deck. So,
Right.
of course, first initial plan would be to play with Thanos,
Mm-hmm.
drop those stones, and get this down to at least a 2 or 3 9 cost card. That to me is phenomenal. You can
Now, Tech,
also,
I got a question because they are changing a lot of cards that come out now with Thanos. Like it's like, oh, it doesn't work with Thanos, or you know what I mean?
that
Do
was
you
like
think
Pixie.
that they're going to do that with Mockingbird also?
No, so I thought Thanos would work with Pixie, but they made it clear those stones do not start in your deck. So, with that being the case, Thanos and Mockingbird would work perfectly
Okay.
because those stones do not start in your deck. So
Okay.
that's the reason why they work with Pixie. Remember, Pixie's wording says that started here.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it doesn't. So the stones don't start in your deck; they just appear.
Okay.
So with Mockingbird, those stones will count. And again, this is a great card for Thanos because as you play those stones and even play Kyra to protect them, you can get this card down to as low as you need it to be, and
Right.
then play her. So like I said, 2 to 3 costs, 3 9 cost card. That's huge.
Right.
That is huge. And if you play it with Black Swan and you're able to drop all those stones down nice and early, get her to the cost you need her to be, play her, and then if you need to play Killmonger to clear the board, you can even do that as well. So
Now, if you weren't playing with stones, what would your strategy? Would it be more of a mantis cable type of thing? You know what I
um,
mean? Where you're stealing cards that
I
aren't
don't,
in your maybe Coulson, maybe
right,
Agent
yeah,
13, that type of
yeah,
deal.
yeah, that type of deal. Or my first initial thought was going to playing with Moon Girl, right? Because at least Moon Girl
Moon Girl.
copy those cards, at least a bunch of cards to get your
Maybe
hand
you get
filled,
2 Mockingbirds. Yeah, I like it.
right? But the thing is, you're gonna have to
You have
play
to
them.
play
They
them.
have to be
That's
in
why.
play.
That's why I asked about
So
Agent 13 and Coulson, because those are cards that are happening in the early turns, and that you're getting. You have an opportunity to play the cards that you get on the
yeah, yeah.
field.
I mean, yeah. The alternative is definitely Quinjet,
Quinjet.
Quinjet, Moon Girl, Quinjet, Agent 13, and Coulson. I think you're gonna have to play that role, but you also have to look at this card is going to be huge. I didn't want to say it, but since you're going to make me say it, it's going to be huge. Pause in Loki decks because the minute you drop Loki on 4,
Oh
or
man,
you
F
Sabu
Loki.
Loki and play him on 3, and then you have Quinjet on the field, and then you play your opponent's hand, you get this card to as low as you need it to be.
Yeah.
So the most ideal card list will be a Loki Quinjet card list, but we don't really play Loki here. I mean, listen, we don't
Now
have
this
I have
card
no
can
issue.
get to 0, correct? It's not one of these
Yes,
cards that can't get to 0, right? It
correct.
can get.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I have
That's
no
awesome.
issue with Loki players, but I think Thanos is the way to. I'm going to test this out anyway. But yeah, so we haven't played her yet. She hasn't been out yet, but of course we would like to give ratings anyway. And to start off, I think this definitely gets I will say definitely a platinum in my
Now you
eyes.
sounded like you were gonna say silver, so it was like.
I was gonna go double silver,
Oh, okay.
but
How do you
I
jump from double silver to platinum? Like, there's a whole gold
yeah
there.
yeah yeah because this card is either going to work out or not, and this card is not going to be versatile. You're not going to be able to play this card in multiple lists. This card is going to be Thanos Blob 100% or
Right.
Loki
Right.
100%. I can't play her. I mean, I could play her on this card. I hope to get her back, but then why? I have Black Cat for that. So it's like, there's a lot of card lists that's not going to be able to play. She's not going to be versatile like the other 2 cards we spoke about. So that's why I was going to go double silver. But no, I think I go platinum because getting her to even a 3.9 is going to
It's
be epic.
nice. I'm
Imagine
thinking
getting her
that
to
too. I'm thinking
imagine
that
getting her
too.
to a 2.9, or
Yeah,
imagine pixieing her and she steals one of the other cards costs, and then you play and get her down even quicker,
quicker. Yeah.
right? So I mean, yeah,
I think
I'm
she's
definitely
like
going to platinum.
stature in a sense, right? Except stature meets Scar. Like that's how
Yeah,
I feel. Like you can get her all the way down. You can drop her on the last turn with a bunch of, you know what I mean, with another
yeah,
high powered card, and I see the appeal in that. I like Mockingbird. I do feel like you feel. I don't know if you can use her in every card list. I think you
no,
can only
no,
specifically use her to like the collector and the Lokis and like you said with the Thanos, like anything
yeah,
that's
yeah,
basically stealing cards or dragging cards or getting cards from somewhere else.
yep,
That's so she's like the stature of that, in my opinion.
correct,
Except she's a 9 power, which is awesome. I see the appeal there too, and she
yeah,
can't be cheated, which is great.
which is
Um,
phenomenal. I'm happy they're making cards that can't be sheet, so that's good.
can't be cheated.
Cheat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I see the appeal. I'm gonna give her a gold.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, gold, platinum. Yeah, that's perfect. Love the score. Again,
Yeah,
we'll rate them at the end of the season, but I think she's going to be a fun card, and the fact she's coming
she
out
is
next should
weak
be
to
good.
a Mobius also, so
That
you know
is
what I mean?
correct.
So
That
that's
is
rough. And
correct.
Mobius stock has definitely gone up in the meta
Yes.
lately. So with Loki coming up. So
Yep. Then we have our next Series 5 card. Sorry, they're all Series 5 again. And this is Cannonball. So, of
Cannonball.
course, move the highest power enemy card here away. If you can't with destroy it
No,
with
no,
a
no. You
rock.
got this good. Yeah. Move
Oh,
the
if you
highest
can't destroy
power
it. If you
enemy
can't,
card
yeah, yeah,
here
yeah.
away. If you can't, destroy
Destroy
it
it.
with a rock. Yes.
You see, that text just sounds destroy it with a rock.
Yeah, it sounds weird, but it means destroy it and replace it with a rock. They just forgot the replace in the text.
Unless technically he is throwing a rock at them, it destroys them and the rock
Well,
stays.
from what the video looked like, it looked like it destroyed the card and the rock appeared.
Yes, if you smell what the
What
rock
the
is
rock is
cooking.
cooking. I was wondering what you were doing there. I'm not gonna lie. I froze for a second. I'm like, why the fuck is he winking at me? I'm
I'm looking at you,
uncomfortable.
bro.
Stop
Stop
winking
it.
at me,
Stop it
bro.
right now.
And I don't know what he
Ooh.
was trying to. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think he was.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
he was trying to do that, guys. I
The
think he was
people, yes.
the
The
people's eyebrow. I
people's
think he was trying to
eyebrow.
do that, but
Yeah.
I teach
Shout
you
out to
how
the
to do
rock.
that. I teach
Shout
you
out
how
to
to do
the
it.
shout out to the heel, the bad guy rock
Oh,
back
that
in
was
WWE.
crazy.
Nonetheless, back to this card. It is on reveal. Super awesome. It's a 5/8. This card will destroy the highest power. So that was the question we had because in the text where we saw it before, it didn't have that highest power. Now, that is phenomenal because, yes, the blob, which has an ongoing ability that it cannot be moved, is automatically destroyed and replaced with a rock in that lane. This is not going to be a turn 5 play. This is going to be a turn 6 play 1000% as you go through and look at your opponent's side of the board and go, I need this destroyed. Bam, there it is.
Well, it
I
gets
think
destroyed if it can't move. Remember.
correct,
So if it
correct,
can move, it will
correct,
be moved. So it's
correct.
almost as you're using it initially as a stegron, right?
Yeah,
And then you're like, okay, now if you're, let's say you were playing Annie or something like that, Annihilus, and you've clogged up all your opponent's side, then you can count on killing something.
correct. That's fair. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a turn 6 play for sure. Definitely like the card. Definitely like what it can bring to the meta. It basically is now a second Shang-Chi, essentially, right? Like you said, it's
Almost like a
right.
Juggernaut, Stegron,
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
yeah,
Yeah.
built into one. So pretty cool. Definitely can't wait for the card to come out. I think it's gonna be a good card. Definitely get a gold from me.
Okay. I think it's gold because I think it's the first. I don't know if it's the first. You might say I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's the first of the fusion type cards. I think where they're starting to
Shit.
fuse two different type of archetypes into one card and making it type of like unique.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cards I think that has some type of fusion and does multiple
I think
things.
Spider-Man 2099, like a move type,
Destroy.
destroy.
Right. So I'm saying there
Yeah,
are cards that do it, but this is definitely a unique instance where you can see that.
it does like three things, bro. So
Right.
that's
Right.
what it's crazy.
Right. So Second Dinner has options, and I love it. Right. Because now we always the problem, not the problem, but the main concern of a game like this is one, do you have enough characters to support every month putting out new cards, which they technically do because Marvel has a plethora
Oh yeah,
of
yeah.
heroes and villains. And then so that's checks. You have nothing to worry there. And the second issue or concern is, can you have enough abilities to where it doesn't get repetitive? And here we go. Marvel Snap has done it because none of these cards have abilities that are repetitive. And like you said, if they can do this with Cannonball, imagine they can do with other cards.
Yeah, like what
Right?
if they got like Iron Man's daughter and she like moves, gives +2 and doubles power? Like you'll be like, oh shit, like
Right.
that card is
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
so I
Correct.
think they're starting to really get creative in the way of archetypes in cards and like fusion type things.
And I like the fact that they are thinking, months ahead because this all now makes even more sense as to why Fist Tower and Fist got nerfed, right?
Hmm.
Because this could have been that type of a combo where you play Fisk in one lane
I was
and you
thinking that.
cannonball
Yep. Hmm.
in, you either stagger on if you have enough energy, but that would have been a problem, right? Because it would have been an issue where people are like, oh my gosh, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So I think I like the fact they're thinking ahead and making nerfs and tweaks to certain cards and abilities to make sure that when these new cards come out, we don't have that problem we had with the wonderful Abs Man Spider Man, right?
So
So
did I give a ranking? I'm sorry. You said gold you gave
yes,
him? I'm gonna give him only because I think it's unique and I'm gonna go double gold. Double gold on that.
double gold. All right,
Yeah.
like it, love it. Double gold it is. All right, so we're on to the next card again, guys, and this
Oh
is
man, this
the
is
card
like
that
the VIP. This is like the whole hyped card right here.
I'm most excited for this season, and for many reasons. First, let's start off with what it does. On reveal, until the end of next turn, nothing can stop you from playing cards anywhere. So it gave you the wonderful Jeff, the Land Shark ability for the next turn.
Well, it's like
What?
Jeff meets Hawk, right, from Snow Guard, almost like
Yes.
it's so crazy, bro. Almost like meets Leech because you can play. There's no real boundaries. Crossbones, Infinite, things like that are not out of bounds for you, which I think is just
Well,
crack.
that's why I gave it to Jeff because Jeff does not play to any rule. If you Sandman, you can still play another card and
Card,
Jeff
yep.
in that same.
Mm-hmm.
So this kind of gives you that Jeff and the Snow Guard Hawk ability where if somebody has an not X lane, sorry, somebody has if that location is on their Sanctum Sanctorum, you can still play a card in that lane, which I think is pretty cool, which I think is pretty awesome, and that's why I'm most excited for this, of course, because the Infinite is able to bypass that. Hey, skip this turn, F all that. We get to put
Right,
Infinite on. We don't need Spider Ham. Infinite. We don't need Leech. Infinite on turn 6. Ebony Ma on the turn after.
right, exactly.
So I think this card has great stats. 4/6.
Yeah, I think this is the
Definitely.
card that everybody knows what it does. People
Yes.
already researched it. Like we're not
Yep.
telling anybody pretty much anything they don't know already. Like
Yep.
they're waiting for our boy War Machine to come out and they're going to spend their keys, they're going to spend their tokens and they're going to get them. The question is, do they nerf my boy after a while?
Yes. He gets nerfed to only be that only the lane he plays in is accessible.
Okay. We agree then because I thought the same exact thing. I'm like, they're not gonna let this rock for too long. So, guys, if
Well,
you get War Machine, enjoy it while you can. We
let's
know
be
it
real.
will be changed.
Let's be real. 4/6 is great stats, right? Zabu esque card as well. They can do a lot of things by changing it, right? They can make it a 5 5.4, 5.3. Say, okay, here you go. Which
Right.
I think if it came out of the 5.3, nobody would be mad. At
5.4,
least,
I think, is more appropriate, but okay.
yeah, but I'm saying if you make it a 5.3, you give it that nerf because you still keep the ability of playing any way you want.
I get it. It's a real strong tech card, but
Right,
I
right,
think
right.
5.4 is
Exactly.
fine.
So if they do that, which I mean, they might start on that realm. They might go, let's give it an extra power. I mean, extra cost. Nobody plays it on 4 anyway. It doesn't work with Zabu. Let's do that. So they're going to start that realm first. Honestly, unless there's an issue, meaning unless Infinite stock goes through the roof, which I hope it does, I don't see them even nerfing this card
Mm,
because we got to keep in mind this card is not text. This card is on reveal.
hmm
So you can definitely snipe it. You can definitely leech it. You can definitely
Cosmo.
Cosmo it. You can
Hmm.
do things to stop it from happening.
Right.
So technically, it's not going to be that bad. The first week it comes out, 100%, everybody's going to lose their marbles. But as the season goes on and as the new season comes out, War Machine might not be that crazy. Now, I feel this card is going to be in everybody's card list, every card list, doesn't matter your archetype, when it comes out. And then we're going to see the nerfs come down. Then we're going to see upping in cost, et cetera, et cetera. I, I want to see how long it takes before they actually remove his full ability. Nonetheless, as we went down the list, those are when the cards are coming out. War Machines at the end of the month. Sad to hear that. I wish it was next. But we do have Mockingbird, which is going to be fun, Cannonball, and then, of course, War Machine. Then here are some of the caches. As you guys can see, these were the variants, which are pretty cool that came out this week. Next month, here are the awesome looking variants. Can't wait to get the
Mm,
Mockingbird and the
those look
Ghost
crazy.
Spider. Then,
Yeah.
of course, with Cannonball, we have two of the best female cards out there, Kitty
Right.
Pride
Another
and Miss
kitty.
Marvel. That's going to be
Yep.
super fun. And then, of course, with War Machine, we get Silk
Silk.
and Silver Samurai.
Samurai. Yep.
So Karakoa is back. If you guys remember, Karakoa was out some time ago and it was horrible because I believe on that turn, every card had to be played there or every card was pulled there on turn 5, right? Some foolishness
I don't even
it was.
remember it. That's how crazy.
Yeah, it was something, but nonetheless, you guys can tell down below in the chat. But now it's your first play here
Adds its power
as
to its
power
hand.
is the top of your deck, which is awesome. Then we have Utopia, 3 and 4 cost cards, cost
Plus
one
one less.
less.
I
That
like
is
Utopia. Utopia looking nice. Looking like
really awesome.
Utopia right here. Let's go.
Facts. So those are new locations. Then we have new albums, of course. We have coming out. We have the Professor X emote, which is awesome. Sitting back thinking. We
Thinking.
have
Yep.
the
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Strange one coming out with him doing magic tricks. We have the Thor, which is the Max Grek. Cannot wait for the Max Grek one to come out. And then, of course, we have a bunch of new variants coming
Mm-hmm.
to the store. Most of these we already have. And then we have the Max Grek shop takeover coming down at the end of the month. Then we have Twitch drops
Which drops?
returning. Shout out to everybody who came down for Twitch drops.
Yep.
I've been having some amazing numbers, and it continued to stay after the Twitch drops. So I totally appreciate you guys coming to hang out in the FCG stream. Of course, Sino is there, causing ruckus, having a
Yes,
good time.
sir.
Everybody's having a blast, always in the STG Twitch channel. We have good vibes, good music. We have a good time, and we always snapping. We always
That's right.
snap.
Especially these last drops where you had giveaways and stuff like that. I got to
Yeah,
battle a few people. STG battled a lot of people. He gave
yeah,
away season passes. That was awesome. So check out STG's channel. Get y'all season passes on a refresh. You already know. Battle STG. You got to redeem. You got to follow. And then you battle STG and take your shot. Get your season
yes,
pass for free. You don't got to spend nothing. You make him float the bread for everything.
for free. Let me tell you what happened here. We gave Sino 10 people to play. He played 7 and lost all of them.
Money grows like trees where you come from, STG.
Money
You don't
grows on
care
trees.
about them 7 passes. You like, yo, this is what you did with them 7 passes, right? You passes. Who wants passes? He got passes. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Money grows on trees. You hear this? That's
Yo,
what's in
bro,
my brain.
it's
That's not
nothing.
what's accurate.
What are you talking about? We good.
That's just in my head, not what's accurate. Nonetheless,
You didn't tell me I had to win. You just said I had to play them.
bruh, bruh. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Do me a favor, guys. Comment down below if you want to battle on behalf of STG. You guys battle. If you beat my opponent, you get a battle pass.
No, I
Okay?
like that too. I like that
No,
twist.
now he likes that. Now
I
he
like
like. Now he
that
wants to do.
twist.
Now he wants to do shit. All right, guys. So that wraps up our segment of new drip. All right. So now we're going to the next segment. We talk about community snap, community talk. We're going to discuss the WSF. That's right, the World Snap Federation.
Federation. Let's go.
If you guys like wrestling, you guys like Snap, you need to check it out. Shout out to the commissioner,
Commissioner
GC
GC
James.
James. Let's go.
Definitely check out. We leave links down below. So at the previous event, the last pay-per-view before Snap Mania, we had a elimination chamber style esque matchup where the main event was yours truly, STG versus Prashant. You guys saw the last podcast. I had to call Prashant out. Did not believe he earned his shot at the biggest Snap Mania of them all against the champion, Default Dan. And he had to prove it to me. He had to prove it to me.
That was sweaty. I thought I was gonna have to like go through the computer and like hold you guys apart. Like I didn't know what was happening.
I wanted him to go up there and prove it, put his normal contendership on the line against me. And it was a great pay-per-view. I'm not gonna tell you who won. Go check it out if you guys want to see. But we are going to discuss the Elimination Cube Rush event, which was basically putting 10 of the best WSF Snap players in one format and see who can get the most cubes within the hour, broken up into 10-minute segments. That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe it, but the top 5 best snappers in the world won that event. So at Snap Mania, he will be presented with something. We have no idea what it is, but because he won, he is the first and only WSF Cube Rush champion.
Let's go.
Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
As a champion to other champions, make sure they don't give you that Tampa screw job.
Yeah, I know. I gotta stay on my P's and Q's. It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie, because I was neck and neck with King of Canada polls, and it was getting sweaty. It was getting sweaty, but when it came down to it, the last match, we're right there. King snaps, I snap. So I'm like, I have to stay ahead of them, right? So I had to snap. So I snap right back. It's the last game, no time left on the clock. I'm not gonna tell y'all what happens from there on out. Y'all gotta go check out GC James VOD. Yes. And he has WSF, the elimination snap right over there, I believe. Yeah, I didn't want to. Hey, we don't want to get sued. So go check that out, guys. Snap Rush over there, and find out how I won and how sweaty it was. It was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go.
Great event. We do have Snap Mania coming up next month or the month after next.
It's in April, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, the dates will be in GC James's channel. We do have one match ready to go, which is the main event. The wonderful Default Dan, the monster, the one who cheats with the Hip Squad. He's going to defend his title against one of either myself.
Cool.
Yeah, I see. I said myself or Mr.
Because you didn't give it away before.
Oh well, guys, you guess you know who won now. Mr. Cool is
that's what we post. Just say it over again.
No post. We're gonna rock out. Listen to me, guys. Mr. Cool won. It's cool. Sino we talk about Thunder Thief. We talk about Thunder Thief. Just because he won his event.
It's really late. I don't know, bro. It's really late.
Ladies and gentlemen, just because he won his event, now he won't throw shit in my face. Thunder Thief. That's what he won. Okay. Yes, I lost to Prashant. Check out the video. See how I lost. It's a great matchup. Check it out. But yes, Prashant will be facing and trying to get the title from the monster Default Dan. That's a huge matchup. Prashant Mr. Cool has won the Royal Rumble. Snap Rumble to become the number one contender. Then, of course, he went on to the pay-per-view to defeat the previous champion, STG. So now he earned his right to go on and fight Default Dan and main event at Snap Mania.
Yo, bro, why you gave away the ending like that, bro?
It's too here's now. It's too late for him, guys. Now it's too late. You know what? You know what he needs. You know what he needs. One of these back here. He needs him some advanced
I need,
blasted
yeah,
GG.
I don't want to be a sleepy tech god. I need my advanced GG.
Yeah,
I
you
need
know what?
advanced
Sleepy tech guy.
GG in my life.
I'm the one wide awake on this wonderful podcast. He
I'm
out
not gonna
here.
lie, it's late and I'm a
He's
little
now
off.
he's late. Now he's late. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was another great segment. Now we're gonna go into, of course, the segment I know everybody wanted to hear. So it's in the middle of the podcast, and of course is talk that talk. And our topic is Marvel Snap dead? Now that question means a lot of things,
Ooh.
and it really goes to what's happening out there in the
Now,
wonderful world of Marvel
STG is
Snap.
really gonna take over this topic, and your boy right here, I'm gonna just sit back. I'll give my opinion, of course, but I'm very interested on how he feels on this topic because
Yeah,
out here in the community, I've been hearing a lot of you guys saying
there you go.
that is Snap is doomed, and if the I've heard people say if the game's not fun anymore, the game dies, and all sorts of things about Snap, right? And it was a really popular topic for the last week. So STG, my question, my brother, is Snap dying?
Yes, great way to definitely promo
You
that
said
segment.
yes too. It's so funny.
No, no, it's a great way to promo. I didn't say yeah. I'm saying yes to you. I'm saying that was awesome. A great way to lead in and
Thank
promo
you.
that segment. Basically, that is exactly what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Sino has been around in the street, the Snap
Snap
streets,
streets.
getting
Fact.
getting all the intel from everybody and saying, bro, a lot of people saying Snap dead, Snaps this, Snap that. Like you said, I'm not gonna repeat what he said and go around in circles. But the question is Snap dead? And of course, he said he want me to answer it, but don't answer it on our phone call. Don't answer it on Discord. Answer it in the podcast so that people can hear. And here's my answer: Snap is far, 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 far from dying. I think the consensus is based on what's happening in the Snap streets, not in the Snap game, not in the Snap world, but in the Snap streets. And what I mean by that is the people who play the game, the content creators, the players. They have their opinions like everybody else does. I believe seeing some of the burnout that is happening to a lot of the content creators is maybe the main issue or main reason why people feel it's dying because some of their favorite content creators are streaming the game less and less. Now, between burnout and between the frustrations of some of the cards in the game, as well as the mechanics, it puts a damper on most of your content creators plans, right? Because they come on to stream a game for more the 3 to more hours, right? That's the ideal time, 3 to more hours. And if the game is pushing back and is not doing what it's supposed to do because Eliath is showing up every 5 minutes and just stopping your last turn. Loki's just copying your cards, playing Quinjet and dropping all of them on the last turn. The locations, some of the locations are bugged. The game becomes frustrating. It's not fun, and for you to be sitting there for 3 hours plus going through this, you're not going to be happy. So I think that causes some issues to where your favorite content creators go, you know what? I'm only going to stream this twice a week. Or, ladies and gentlemen, you missed a piece of what just happened, and it's fine. It's because of children. Now, I know some of you have children.
Ooh.
Some of you plan maybe to have children. Some of you don't have children. Should we do a podcast on
The dad
breaking down?
podcast? Yeah, I
Yes,
like
breaking
it.
down statistics. If you shouldn't grow some plants instead.
Get a
Let
dog.
us know. Yeah, let us know, and we're doing put that podcast together. So back to it's Snap Dead. Yeah, so that's definitely one of the main causes is that. So that's number one. So
Okay, so
if
yeah, you
you
were at right where your Snap, your favorite Snap creators are
yes,
probably streaming it less. Yeah.
yeah, of course. So if you start to see that, because again, you as a player, you consume the content, and you see that your favorite content creators are doing it less. Your first initial thought is, "Wow, if they're not doing it anymore. That means the game is not doing well. That means people aren't playing anymore." And then you yourself feed off of that, and you stop playing. right? Then you go to Twitter, you go to your friends and say, hey guys, stop playing Snap. It's not doing the best for us and blah, blah, blah. And everybody gets that feeling that Snap is dying. The other issue that comes up is, of course, when your favorite content creators do go to social media and say, I'm not playing this anymore because of blank, or I'm not doing this anymore because of blank. And to me, everybody has that right to express how they feel on all their platforms, because I do it too. If I'm not happy with a certain thing about the game or anything, I do go and express it. So that we as content creators and streamers, we have that kind of energy and that pull, that influence over our community, over our players of the game, that they take on what we take on and they understand it. And to me, I think like with any game, you do get burnout. Repetitiveness is a problem, and it comes to a point where it might be dead for you. It might be dead for you as a player or you as a content creator, because it's taken away from what's most important, which could be your family, your business, your livelihood, your mental
Mental
health.
health. Yeah.
And if that is the case, it should 100% be dead to you at that time. Now, I've also heard the flip side of this, where people take a month or two off, come back, and they're having a blast.
Right.
Forget a month or two, sorry, a week.
Yeah.
They come back and they're having a blast. So, when Sino brought this question to me, this is during a time where I think Snap gets really dull for everybody, including myself, right? Which
Right.
is the middle weeks of the season.
Right.
So, week 2, week 3 of the season, especially if you went infinite in the first week, it becomes very dull because you can't play Infinity Conquest. All you can do is get tickets, right? You're ready with
Right.
Infinite. The new cards coming out might be meh, because that's why they're in the middle, right?
Right.
Best cards always in the beginning and the end.
Right.
So at that moment, Snap does feel dull, boring, and repetitive. So that's when he was getting the rumbles. But like I said to him, to me, I prefer Snap in the beginning and the end of the season, because the end, the last card is always great, and Infinity Conquest is open, so you have something else to strive for.
Hmm.
And then right after that is the new season. So those final weeks, the final week is always, and the beginning is always a good thing. So to really round it off, that's my take. Snap is not dead. The game is in a great place. We have a ton of new seasons and cards on its way. Just this season alone, as you guys saw, Hope Summers and especially Pixie is two different type of cards that Marvel Snap never had. And if you look at the meta now, it's not what it was last week. This card is nowhere to be found. We are seeing, yes, we're seeing Loki. Yes,
Hmm.
we're seeing Thanos, but it just makes sense given these cards. Hope Summers being able to drop, give you additional energy by all the cards you drop on her. Why would you not be playing Thanos? Why would you not be playing Loki? These cards give you those cards to play on Hope Summers to give you the best opportunity to get that much energy. So
Right.
the meta definitely shifts, but Hope Summers is that type of a card. Pixie, if she works, when she works, that's also amazing, because again, it shuffles the cost in your
Yeah.
hand. It's a very different type of play style, and I think that's pretty awesome. Right? We're not just catering to one thing. Last season was this card. The season before that was move. You understand? Now we're
Right.
doing some cool different things, and I think just from this season alone, Snap is nowhere near being 6 feet under.
No, I agree with you. I think it's what you said. I think it's a meeting of two extremes. I think it's people who have been infinite for a while and are extremely bored, and you have people who aren't infinite yet and are extremely frustrated. And then those two extremes meet together, and it causes this rumbling and feeling throughout the community of this sucks. You know what I mean? This game sucks, or this game is too frustrating, or I'm not playing this game. And then, like you said, they quit the game for like a week or maybe or so. They get that break from that burnout, and then they come back, and then they're like, "Oh, this new card came out," and it refreshes you to the game. So my opinion is like what you said. If your mental health is taking a hit here, and you're really like, just don't play the game. Just stop, put the phone down, move on to something else that makes you happy, play another game that is gonna ease your mind, and then when you're ready and you see something you may like, come back. take the game for a spin again, see how it is. Maybe the meta changed and it's more in your favor of type of tech you like to play at that moment. So that I agree with you, Ken. I think it's just a
Yeah,
meeting of two extremes.
100%. And I'm a big fan of mental health. If you guys been in my streams, that's why I always try to keep the energy as positive as
Right.
possible,
Right.
because you never know what anybody's dealing with. You never know. You never in anybody else's shoes to understand what's going on.
Right.
You know, even the happiest, nicest person could be dealing with stuff you never know.
Right.
So I always try to keep that positive energy vibe in the streams and in the community, because I think we all need that all the time. It's harder to be positive, which is sad, and it's easy to be negative, right?
Right.
But why be negative? Try to stay positive. And when a game puts you in that negative state of mind, you need to stop.
Right.
You need to stop.
Right.
And Snap does get to that point sometimes where you're tilting and you're just like, I hate everything. And you're just, okay, hey, take it easy. Don't play. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Go play some WWE 2K. Go play some
Hey,
Tekken.
facts. Play some
Go play,
2K,
play
NBA 2K. Play
some
some
Hell Divers.
Final
Play,
Fantasy.
yeah,
Play what is the
yeah.
game? Mortal Kombat. Play Tekken. Play
Or go
whatever
take
you
a
need.
walk. Go take a walk. Go to the gym. Go jog. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Talk to your
Talk to
friends
the
on the
loved
phone.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
Talk to the
yeah.
loved ones. Holla at them. See what
So
they're doing.
100%. So yeah, Snap's not dead. I think Second Dinner, as small of a company they are, they have a handle on what they need to do. They have a huge job to handle when it comes to the community,
Oh,
because they're
don't worry. We're
trying.
gonna get into Second Dinner. Don't you? I
Yeah,
think you should
they're
save that what
they're
you're
trying.
saying. I think you should
Okay.
save that for my
All right. Okay.
favorite topic that's coming
Okay.
up soon,
All right.
guys.
That's
I
fine.
can't wait for this
That's
one.
fine. That's
Tech got
fine.
that
So
energy for y'all out there. I can't wait for that
so
shit.
all right.
He got energy for y'all. Let's
So
go.
let's
Took me to my high voice. Let's go.
yeah, let's so yep, to answer your question, guys, we answered it. Snap is far from dead. It's not
Mhm.
dying anytime soon, unless again the world goes into shambles, which I think if it did, Snap will still survive, because at that point everybody's home. But nonetheless, yes, Second Dinner and the Marvel Snap crew is here to stay. Now we're going to our last segment of the podcast. This is the one that Sino was dying for, because he brought to my attention a few things he heard
Oh, you gotta let me
in the
bring
past
it
2
in.
days. And the way I answered him, he was like, I want you to stop and answer on the podcast. So,
Yes, I told him,
um,
don't even say no more. Shh. Keep that same energy. See, I want you to ramp up because you don't look like you got that same energy. So I
I'm
want you
ready.
to ramp up a little bit.
I'm ready.
You
I'm
know what
ready.
I mean? Hold on,
Let's
ramp up a little bit. All right.
bring it in.
All
Bring it in.
right. So, guys, we're gonna bring it in the right way with that type of energy. And it ain't about a card, and it ain't no Sino doing it. It's tell them why you mad. Let's go. STG. Tell them why you mad, son.
All right. So first and foremost, I never get upset, never get mad. Right. I'm lying. Yes, I do get mad. Don't listen to me. But this topic is very. I'm gonna try to treat it as sensitive as it could be. I think the topic, guys, is definitely about bundles and the economy within Marvel Snap. So I'm not angry at Second Dinner. I'm not angry at what people feel, but I do have some questions and some gripes that I want to discuss. So the way I look at it is,
y'all. Let's go.
yeah, the way I look at it is, there are some bundles currently out right now that people are very upset about.
Yes, it's
There are some
viral right
bundles,
now.
yeah, there are some bundles and things that come out that upset people. Nobody's ever happy, but then I saw people being happy for certain things. So we're gonna dive into that. I want people to make sense to me, because maybe I don't understand, and I'm talking from both sides, from a person that is a whale and have the means to buy what I want in the game because I enjoy this game. So I'm putting my finance or my money into it. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys do not listen to me or do what I do, but I have the means to do that and enjoy the game I'm playing by investing into it, right? Some people don't have the means.
Right.
So when we look at it that way, if a bundle comes out, scratch the bundles. Yeah, let's dive into the albums. If an album comes out and the album has a card in it that is not accessible to free to play players, It is an ultimate variant. Now, those ultimate variants cost 5,000 tokens. How you get tokens? Play the game. You get 100 tokens in the caches, which might take you a whole lifetime to get to 5,000. Or you can play your weekly missions, will give you 200 tokens. Again, the number just doesn't add up. So for a player that's free to play to get a 5,000 token variant over any 6,000 or 3,000 token card is highly unlikable. So when a bundle or an album comes out, which just came out for the art germ, and for you to get the Storm emote, because not the card, because you don't need all the cards to get the Storm card. You can get the Storm card, but to get the Storm emote, you need to have every art germ card in that bundle. Now, the card in there is the Lady Thor Ultra variant. So people are complaining or upset, as they have the right to be, that if they're free to play, they'll never get that card, therefore they'll never get that emote. To me, I look at it as not everyone is supposed to have everything in the game. We all are supposed to have different things. We're all supposed to be able to say that person spends money, he has this or she has that. This person beat the game and got infinite when the game was in beta and they have that avatar that I don't have, right? We're supposed to say that person been playing the game for a whole year because they have a variant from a bundle that only they can acquire from that bundle. Or that person picked the right person in the first Conquerors event, so therefore they have the Spectrum variant that you don't have. These are the things that we in the community need to understand and really grasp, right? Because if we all had the same thing, our collection probably won't be meaningless at some point, right? The only thing that could tell a difference is the split. But even that now you guys can see we all kind of get the same splits, right? You cannot not get the same split right now. I'm sure they'll make some changes, but if you have a gold back with a gold crackle, somebody can get that same gold back
Hmm.
with a gold crackle, right?
Okay.
What separates you from
Not
the other
easy to
players?
do, but okay.
No, it's not, but it happens, right?
Right.
But what separates you from the player on the other side of the field is a couple of things: your avatar, whether it's Infinity Board or not; your title, right, which whether it's exclusive or not; your card back, right, and your emotes. Okay, those are the four things that separate you from the other player. Because the
Hmm.
cards, we all will have the same cards. The variants, we might all have the same variants. And the splits, we might all have the same splits. But the card backs, the avatars, the avatar border, the emotes, and the title, we all may have differently. So, with that being said, free to play players, maybe you're not supposed to get that emote. Now, we have
Whoa. You're
at
saying
least three.
that free to play players should be penalized?
I'm not saying they should be penalized. We have, listen, I want to I want to have a Tesla right now. Should I be penalized because I can't afford a Tesla? No, of course not. I'm not saying I should be penalized. I'm just saying if I am not willing to put money in to buy a Tesla, then I can't get a Tesla. So I'm not going to be upset. You get what I'm saying? If Tesla gave away free cars, I just got to take the free cars because I'm not buying a Tesla. I'm not paying for a Tesla. So I'm not saying they should be penalized. I just think that there are three albums that are all 700 gold cards, which means you don't have to buy those cards.
It is a little hard to get cards in these albums, man. Like I'm not gonna
Variants,
lie, and I mean variants, yeah. In
mhm,
these albums,
right,
it's hard to get variants. Period, especially out of
right.
caches. You can really have to spend that gold to get those variants to fill those albums. But so I can see their frustration in that, Ken. You know what I mean? Now you got to get the
No,
ultimate too. So
no, I
and just
listen.
this last album, but and if Second Dinner continues that, that's gonna be really frustrating for
So,
people.
so let's go into that. Some of these albums, when the albums first came out, I didn't have a full collection of
That's right.
albums.
That's
That
right.
made the
Which
whole internet upset,
I
and
found very
and
weird.
and I did not get upset. I said, well, if the album was fulfilled, it would have been it have made me feel like I don't really care, right? Give me something to do,
I,
which they did.
I believe the quote was, Can you believe this shit? I don't even have an album full. This is some bullshit. I could have been wrong on that quote.
You
But
100%
that's
wrong.
what I
You're
heard when you were talking
100%
to
wrong.
me about
You're
it.
100% wrong. The actual words
Can
were,
you
I can't
believe this
believe
shit?
I don't have
I
a full
don't even
album.
have a full album. This
Yes.
is some
So
bullshit. That was
that was my
that was
initial
it.
thought, because the hype behind it was, oh, Tech will have all of them. And then the minute I open it, I didn't have them all. So that was my initial thought. But I said, you know what? It's fine, because I need to strive to something, right? I have to strive to get to something. But like I said, there are a couple albums out there that have 700 gold variants. Not saying you have them all, but they are free to play. It is for free to play players. So if you get those if you get the Dan Hip variants in your collection, you don't have to spend the gold. If you get the Dan Hips in your
but
collection,
it's damn near impossible to get it in the caches.
if you well, listen, there's a Pixel one. If you get the Pixel one in the caches, right? I'm just no, stop laughing. I'm being serious. There's two Pixel ones. You can get those emotes. Now, let's really dive into what emote we talk about. Storms, whatever emote. Now, again, if that's what you really want, then you go get it. Spend those money on those tokens and get you that emote.
But they can't spend money. They're free to play.
Then what would they prefer Second Dinner to do? And that's what I need to know, because Second Dinner is a business. Sino, if you ran Second Dinner, you have your business, right? If somebody came to you and say, listen, man, I understand your business. You need to get paid a certain amount of money, but I'm free to do this. What you got for me, for people who are free to do this, right? You're laughing. I'm serious.
No, I'm sorry. Your Second Dinner, is that how people from Second Dinner talk? I just want to know.
I'm talking about you.
Okay,
I'm talking about your business. If somebody came and approached you and said, hey, Sino, I know you give me these products, these items, right, that you create, right? Guys, Sino's an artiste. You sell these things that you make for X amount of dollars, but I'm free to read this book or free to hang this painting on the wall. What do you have for us that do this for free? What is your response to that?
I do understand what you're saying. I'm just saying what is their alternative? Alternative. It's just, hey, live with the fact that you can't get it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think their alternative is, if you play any other game, NBA 2K, Madden, the Mutt people, the Mutt, what they call it, Madden Ultimate Team Mutt.
What'd you call it?
Fortnite. If you play these other games that are free to play,
right,
they have bigger, way worse things for you to do to try to have and purchase. And these things are, to me, the same thing with Snap, right? Because you can play Madden without being part of the Mutt team. You can play Fortnite without buying a skin.
Mm-hmm.
I could play 2K with my VC character without buying the new shorts and the new clothes.
Yeah, true that. It's just going to take you a lot longer to get to where those things can get you. My thing is, eventually in those games, you can get to those things. You do not need to buy VC to get to them. You could eventually get to those things. What you're telling them is they can never get to these things. Like, it's just be satisfied with the fact that these things are available, but you're not going to be able to get them.
You're 100% wrong. I told you it's going to take you longer. The same way with the VC, it's going to take you longer to get to those things that you want. You can, free to play players have used tokens.
You're not eventually going to get them. That's the thing.
I'm just saying, they've used tokens to purchase cars. They've used tokens to purchase other things. So
yeah, but their tokens they're not getting the tokens.
Listen, I hear you, but just like with 2K, if they play enough and do their dailies, etc., at some point they can get it if they really want that emote. And that's what I'm saying. The emote is a cosmetic, the same way a skin is a skin in Fortnite, the same way a skin is a skin in Tekken. I play with King in Tekken. All right. If I want to get the gold skin, I gotta buy the gold skin. I can't sit there and be like, damn, you gave me this whole fucking fighting game that's free, and I can play this fighting game to my heart content, but I want that gold outfit, and I'm free to play. How can I get that gold? It's not fair that I can't get that gold outfit, but everybody else who I play who as king has this
I
gold
think
outfit.
that it should be a challenge that you should be able to accomplish and get the gold outfit. I don't think you should be able. You should drop $40 on an outfit.
Well, I'm just telling you the way it works. For me to get that gold outfit, I'm gonna have to play Tekken as long as I play Snap. You can do it.
You're very calm too. This is not necessarily the same energy that you had with me earlier. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. He was agitated earlier. Okay, right now it's
Hold on,
very
hold on, hold on, hold on,
smooth, calm,
hold
mellow.
on.
Okay,
We're
before
talking.
he was agitated
You
with
see,
y'all. Okay,
he's a little
he was
level.
like, "Free? What do you want? You want everything free? Like literally
Let
going
me
in
tell you.
on
Let me tell you why I
y'all."
see those bugging. Let me tell you why I see those bugging. This wasn't for the emote. We didn't get to that part yet. We didn't get to the bundles yet. We still talking about emotes. All right, so hold on. I'm not done. So now we get to the emote section, guys. So the emotes, we're still on emotes. So Second Dinner then puts out another emote, the Cyclops emote, in the Battle Pass. I heard a lot of people say, awesome, I love it. That's how it should have been. Sino's like, yo, that's how it should have been from the beginning in the Battle Pass for you to get the emote. Make it make sense to me, I said to him, because the Battle Pass you have to spend money on to then work your way to get the emote. Why is that okay? But then to spend the money to get tokens, to get the card, to get the emote is not okay? Like, make it make sense to me. I understand. I do understand. I totally get you're free to play. You do not want to spend money on the game. You do not want to get what you need to get, but you want certain things that are like only accessible if you put money into it. The Battle Pass is $10. It's not for free to play players. That Cyclops emote is behind a paywall. Yet that's okay. And that what blows my mind. So I need somebody to explain to me. And listen, I'm not being an asshole. I'm not trying to be difficult. I want somebody to explain to me, how is the Cyclops emote better than the Storm emote when both things are behind something that you have to pay? Well, sorry, no, I'm wrong. The Storm emote you can actually get eventually if you play the game long enough. And that free to play players, they can do that if they want to put that time in. As far as that Cyclops emote, you will never get it as a free to play player. You will never get it because it's $9.99. It is $10 or $15 to get that emote. You will never get it. But I hear no free to play player. I hear nobody complaining about that Cyclops emote. No one is complaining about it. Everybody's praising it. Yes, it should always be behind. See, even Sino. So make it make sense to me, guys. How is the one that you can never get unless you spend US dollars or beat me in a battle or technically beat Sino, just show up to Sino's stream because he's gonna let you win, or win Sino's giveaway, right? You can never get that emote unless you put money in the game. How is that okay? But if you had to play the game for 5 hours additional every week to potentially get you your tokens to get the Storm emote, that's the problem. You're on mute. Please speak here. Yeah.
I had no idea I was on mute the whole time.
Let me hear what you got to say.
I'm saying that they think that there's more of a chance that they're gonna get what they need through battling you or get my giveaway or battling me or whoever's giveaway. There's more of a chance that they're gonna get what they want doing it that way than doing it the way they've been doing it through the game. The game has been kind of unkind to them, and that's what they're kind of like, banking on right now. Maybe there should be a compromise so that free to play players can get these things. Maybe challenges or something.
Yo, this is the greatest thing ever. I just listen. It just blows my mind, guys. It really blows my mind.
What? What's the problem, bro? What's the problem with them getting challenges so they can get something?
You're trying to justify to me that it is a likelihood that they will play me, win a battle pass for them to get that Cyclops emo, but for them to play the game longer to get the tokens they need to get is what?
they think it's a better shot. I mean, maybe they just don't get it. They don't get the
Ladies and
tokens they
gentlemen,
need. I mean,
please leave me something in the comments. Let me know if you are a free to play player and you have this issue and you're not happy with the fact that Second Dinner did what they did with the Lady Thor, but you are okay with the Cyclops emote being behind the battle pass, please explain to me. Please explain to me. I'm not being mean or trying to be. I just want to know, what is your real take? Sino's response.
or maybe you want to compromise. Maybe
Sino's response
challenges or
might be right,
something in
but
order to get
I need to
the
know.
things.
They give you challenges every week. They give you challenges every weekend. I need to know what's your take on, because Sino's not free to play. I need to know what you guys think.
How dare you say that about me?
How dare you do this? I need to know, because my mind's really blown right now. I really need to know.
Man of the people versus Second Dinner employee, 11 months
I'm not
running.
second
Yes, Second Dinner employee, 11 months running.
Listen,
and guys, we are very close to our 1 year. We are very close to our 1 year, guys. Oh boy, I can't wait till we get there. We're gonna throw him a party. We're gonna go crazy. Maybe Second Dinner will even show up. Okay, because he got it like that. I'm just saying, guys.
You guys know me. You guys know I'm the man of the people. You guys know who I am. Like I said, I
don't think free to play players think you're a man of the people right now.
There we go. I didn't attack them. I just need to know. I need to know for my sanity.
And his whole system shut down.
I need to know for my sanity, because Sino, the way Sino approached me with it was like, bro, if it's behind $10, we're good. What? But that means you have to spend the $10. At least with the tokens, you can acquire the tokens of it. I guess I'm not gonna go
through all those variants that I'm never gonna get ever. So I'm like, nah, forget it. Well, it's not that I'm never gonna get them; they're never gonna give them to me. So there's no point in doing it that way. I'd rather go behind the $10 paywall, go get me my Cyclops that I'm gonna get. It's gonna be glorious, and I'm gonna emote the shit out of that like as if I earned it. You damn right.
Free to play player, okay.
Free to play, baby. Free to play, baby. I won my season pass. I don't know. I didn't pay for mine.
All right, let's dive into the end of talk. Tell them why you mad.
Tell them why you mad. Yes. So, now we have this viral hatred going on for this bundle. A lot of people feel like this bundle is a money grab, and then they put out another bundle, a Magneto bundle, and then they compared it to the Sentinel bundle. And to them, the numbers just don't add up. The math ain't mathing. They think Second Dinner is out here trying to grab our money and swindle us. So as 11 months running, can you tell us why this is not the case?
11 months, brother. Yo, this is the shit that gets me charged up. You guys think it's me being mad at people saying this? It's not the people. It's Sino. Here's the shit he says to me. Hey, Second Dinner employee, I have a question for you. Everybody out here is mad. Second Dinner employee, cut the shit, bro. Cut the shit. Nonetheless, let me answer your question for you.
Yeah, please.
There's two things happening here, and one of them I need to address first. Second Dinner's response, I'm sure, is that they're testing the waters to find out what bundles work for who. We all get that for you, but well, not all of us. I just found out today. Yeah. Most of us get that for you bundle, that special bundle that comes out on Hump Day sometimes, that says, hey, you should spend this much money to get a premium mystery variant, which will give you a freaking pixel avatar and gold, right? So I think what they're trying to do is test. I mean, I did ask them. I'm not sure if I can even tell you guys what they said. Nobody said anything to me yet, but I did ask them, how do they get that information? What is that based off of, right? How do they know that I need this? Why is this for me?
Right.
So I think they're trying to test and see what bundles will be best, what bundles will work, who's going to buy what bundles, etc. I think, honestly, the game been out for a while now, to where I think they kind of have that metric, but they're still testing. There's new players, etc. I get it.
Right.
The 3 bundles that are out right now, one of them is $100, which is the Shang-Chi Demon bundle that comes with a key. First bundle will come with a key, a shit ton of tokens, and credits and gold. My personal take on that bundle is because I was asked about it, and I feel if you are a whale, which I know most of the whales in Snap, you don't need the bundle, right? Because us whales have too much resources. Right? We have plenty of gold, plenty of keys, plenty of tokens to where we can buy cards and be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So why spend $100? Why spend the extra money?
Right.
I did say if you are a whale and you love variants, like me, it is a must because if you don't buy it, you don't get the variant. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't do what I do. I'm just telling you my point of view why I feel you should buy or not buy the bundles. If you guys watch my variant videos, 9 out of the 10 bundles I say do not buy because I don't think is worth the value. Some of them have great value, some of them don't. But if you already have a variant that you like, you do not need to get that bundle. Now, some people might say, oh, Tech, you just want to be the person that has every variant. No, I implore you guys, if you want to get to that level of having every variant, by all means, that's what you want to do. You do it. Don't do it because I do it. Do it because you want to. All right, we've
I
been
think
around for.
free to play players should be able to do what you do. Also.
See, you can't say it with a straight face. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. You can't say it with a straight face because you know that's
My
stop. Stop right now. Stop. Please stop. Then we have the other two bundles. We're not putting them on the screen. I'm sorry we're not doing that, but I just want to dive into it. The other two bundles is both $20 US, right? I know I'm sure Canadian is different. Other countries is different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of them, as he explained, is the Sentinel one, which I think is a great variant. That Sentinel variant is phenomenal. Probably one of the best variants for this week. He's about to destroy or defeat Iron Man. Shout out to White
Right.
Wing Brady, who kind of gave a breakdown as to what's happening in that picture. That variant comes with an avatar, uh, boosters, gold, and credits for $20. So if you want to do the math, you're spending $20 on a variant and you're getting this stuff, or you're spending $20 on the resources and you're getting the variant. Okay. These things, I wonder if let me put let me put the bundle for my own um, understanding here because I think we are definitely overlooking a few things here. And I want to make sure I say the right things before I say the wrong things. So if we look at the the turntable how the turntables, that is the bundle. Let's put it up on the screen so you those who are watching can actually see it and see what we're talking. Okay. All right. So this bundle is $20. What's $20? You get 2,000 credits,
Right.
1,200 gold, boosters, this awesome variant, and avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for $20, is this bundle at a value? So if we go and we look at how much gold is for $20, you get 1450 gold. Okay. That's how much you get for $20. So you can spend $20 and get 1450 gold, or you can spend $20 and get 1200 gold.
Right.
On top of that 1200 gold, you're getting 2000 credits. So if
Right.
you want to take that $20 and say, hey, I'm getting 1200 gold minus the 200 and change gold, but I'm getting 2000 credits, right?
Right.
So if you go back up here and look, 400 gold is for 500 credits. So there goes the 200 or whatever you want to say from the gold that's missing. Now you're getting triple this, right? You're not just getting 500, you're getting 2000. So you're getting basically more in the $20 if you just spent $20 here and then
Mm-hmm.
try to buy credits here. You're getting more.
Right.
So if you want to get technical for $20, I'm getting more just for these two resources. On top of that, we're giving you a variant. Now, Sino said it best to me today. When you load the game up and you went to push play, did second dinner pop up an alert and say, hey, you can't play until you buy this variant? This bundle? Did not.
Mm-mm.
So in all reality, technically, not trying to be an asshole, don't even look at this shop. F this variant. F
Guys,
this bundle. You don't need it.
If you don't
If you
want to
got a
buy it, don't
yeah,
buy it.
if you already have a Sentinel variant, who cares about this? Who
Yeah.
cares? But if you're running low on resources and you need the goal and you need the credits, $20 get you this wonderful bundle. And it gets you the resources you need plus the variant. Let's go on to You Can't Kill the Metal. Shout out to our boy who sang Jet Black. That's the metal song. Metal.
Jack Black, yeah.
Yeah, Jet Black. So for $20, this is where the math's not adding up, right? Because
Right.
you get 200 less gold and you get 800 less credits. You don't
Math,
get no
not math.
variants. You
Mm-hmm.
do get some boosters, which again, you get half the boosters you got with the other one, and you get a card back. All right. So let's break this down. These are two separate bundles, both at $20. Second Dinner, I'm sure, is trying to see what makes more sense. If I was Second Dinner, if I was an employee, I would say this bundle is $10. Right?
Right.
Card back with this is $10.
Right.
This is $20.
Right.
But they did not do that, and this is why people are upset. They're mad at the fact that these two bundles are the same price but don't get the same things.
Right.
So how can I compare this, or how can I justify this? Me not being a
Yeah. How do you
Second Dinner
speak to
employee,
that, bro?
how do I speak to this? So I go back to say each bundle is not for you. It's not. It's not for me. It's not for Sino. It's not for you. We need to stop treating the bundles as it is a uniform. No, sorry, it's not uniform. It's a custom made thing for us. It's not. The only thing that's custom made for you is the For You bundles that they give you almost every Wednesday. That bundle is for you. That's the bundle you can say, I'm not doing this. This is foolishness, and get mad about. These bundles are not for you. They're for everyone playing this game. So that means the players that love, and I mean love, card backs, this bundle is for them because they are willing to spend $20 for this card back, but they don't like variants. So they can care two shits what that Sentinel bundle is all about. They do not like variants, but
Right.
card backs, they love them. So they will spend the $20 for them. That bundle is for them. You, on the other hand, you like variants and you like card backs. So to you, you go, why doesn't it make sense? Why these two bundles $20 if one had less? That is irrelevant at this point.
Right.
It's irrelevant because to Second Dinner, we're going to cater to all our players,
Right.
right? We're going to cater to those who love variants only. So guess what? They have a trial because they have different resources doesn't mean that they're going to be cheaper or more expensive. The only bundle I felt was very out of order was the Dark Hawk one.
Darkhawk, yeah.
That was a
Mhm.
very out of order bundle. So
Yeah.
I totally agree with everybody on that level. As far as these bundles go, these are not for us. These are for those individual people that want just card backs.
Or a variant, a particular variant. Right. I get
Correct.
you.
Because again, it's $20. So to Second Dinner is 20 for this for the people who love variants. And because again, I could be wrong, but if I'm selling a variant bundle, I need to give you more resources so you can split that card. Because you're not going to buy a variant and just be like, I wish I had more resources to split it. No, you're
Yeah. I
gonna
wish I had boosters.
right. So they're gonna give you more so you can split it. A card back you can't split. So they're like, listen, we'll throw some resources in there and give you a card back. Here it is, $20. They could have sold just a card back for 10, maybe for $4.99. And maybe you guys will see that. Maybe they will do that. They might do a card back only $4. They might do a card back only $10. They might do that. Right now, they're testing to see how they can pull this off. I'm telling you guys right now, Second Dinner stop allowing the patches to show the bundles up and coming because they didn't want people to see the bundles, get upset because the price changed, this and the third. I guarantee you right now, I'm not an employee, but Second Dinner is also going to start selling emotes. I feel that emotes are coming. I feel
Okay.
because people are so adamant they want a certain emote. And like you said just now, you will pay the $10 because you know for sure you're going to get that emote. When
Hmm.
you get it, you're going to love it. Second Dinner is going to sell emotes, and it's going to be a nice bundle for $20. guaranteed. And then we're
Well,
gonna come.
when they do, when
Yes.
they do,
Yep.
I'm going to look at it like I look at every other bundle that I look at. I
Uh-huh.
assess the bundle. I
Yep.
see if the bundle is financially viable for me.
Correct.
Two, if the bundle makes any sense game wise,
Hmm.
I can take advantage of the perks that come with that bundle.
Right.
Excuse me. And three, if I enjoy the variant. That is that simple. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to look at that bundle and then look at other bundles and say, "Well, this doesn't make any sense." I don't know if I just don't care enough. I don't know if that, and I don't want it to. I don't want to come off like that.
No, you're not.
I
Yep.
just don't think I obsess about that type of stuff to the point where if I see something I don't like, I just don't buy it. Like it's that simple for me. I don't like it's just super simplified for me. If
Yeah.
it does
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
appeal to me,
Yeah.
I don't want it, and
Yeah.
therefore I move on and wait until that bundle, like it says 5 days right there ahead on top of the blackened rings. It says 5 days, and then that bundle's gone, and then I can another bundle comes, and I focus on that bundle. So I there's no outrage for me. It's just like, wow, that's trash. I wouldn't buy that. I'm not buying that. And I move on. You know what I mean? Like I just if you don't like it, I get it. You might not agree with whatever it is, but like Ken said, there are different players. It's not just us here or us on our level. There are different players on lower levels, higher levels, maybe mid levels that can feel like they look at these bundles and they say, "Yeah, that works for me." And then all due respect, they can make their own choices. You know what I mean? So I just don't obsess about it like that. If it's for me, it's for me. It ain't for me. I move on.
Correct. Well said. Love it. That's the way I look at it. This black and ringed variant bundle, $100 US, which we gave away to the winner of the STG Discord battle. I'm not
Yeah, I
trying
never
to.
got mine.
I'm not trying to promote or anything like that, but not just, I just feel this bundle here is also another sour spot in a lot of people's mouths right now.
Side, yeah.
For $100, again, it goes back to the credits of gold. The gold's only 1,000 gold, which I think is a lot less than if you just spent $100, you get 8,000.
Right.
You do get 6,000 credits,
Credits, yeah.
so that kind of puts that over the top for you.
And then you get a
Um,
spotlight key,
you get a
which is
spotlight
really
key.
dope, which is
Yes,
advances you to get another card.
correct. So
Right?
the first, and again, this bundle they are testing, right? Because they never said they never had never ever seen a bundle with a
A
key in it.
bundle like
So,
this. And then
so
you get 3,000 tokens along with your spotlight key, which
which
also
also
helps you
to your score.
advance to getting to whatever the new card is or whatever
Yep,
variant you're trying to get. You have
yep,
465, I believe, boosters
yep.
there. You get an avatar and you get the variant.
Yeah.
So
Now,
I think that equates to $100 in my opinion.
agreed. My only gripe with this bundle is Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
We
Okay.
have so many Shang-Chi variants.
Yeah.
I would say something else, but
Yeah.
but then after I said that, it made sense to me. Um, this is not a bundle for me. It's not a bundle for whales.
Yeah.
It's not a bundle for me. It's a bundle for the variant god, right? The
Yeah.
variant enjoyer. That is what the bundle's for.
Mm-hmm.
He needs this bundle because of variants in it, but it's not for me.
Right.
Meaning, if I stop playing Snap for 2 weeks or a month, and I'm like, shit, these new cards came out. Oh shit, this came out. I need to catch up. $100. This is essentially a pro bundle with
Mm-hmm.
more shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more shit in the sense of a key and token.
Assorted elements into it.
Right.
I get it. Mm-hmm.
Because this have no tokens, this have no key.
Right.
This only has 12,000 credits. So you can upgrade cards to your heart consent and get some keys, right? But
Right.
that's about it. This gave you a key already and some tokens.
Yes. So
Right?
they
So
are
again,
advancing you to they're helping you advance to get the
and,
next
and
spotlight, whatever.
and if you're a new player, somebody came in the chat today and said, hey, they would spend any amount of money to get the high evil card. If this was a high evil bundle, people out here don't have Shang-Chi. I forgot what series card Shang-Chi is. They just started playing the game, and like I said to Sino earlier when he mentioned this to me, if I'm playing the game for the first time and I'm building my infinite, and I got my infinite out on the last turn, I skipped, I got my infinite, and somebody plays me and they Shang-Chi the shit out my infinite, it hurts me to my stomach. I open the game, I go to the shop, and it says, "You want a Shang-Chi? $100." I might say, you know what? I want this bundle.
Not only do you want a Shang-Chi, do you want 1,000 gold, 6,000 credits, a spotlight key, 3,000 collector's
There it is.
tokens, 465
There it
Shang-Chi
is.
boosters, and
There it is.
an avatar.
There it
Yeah,
is.
for a new player, you can see the appeal in this.
Correct. So, all that to say, at the end of the day, this game is still a business. We have to also keep that in mind.
Game has to
Second
stay
thing,
alive, y'all.
yes, it's about its money. I'm about my money. You're about your money, right?
All right?
People who are listening, everybody's about their money.
You about that
If
money.
you are running your business, you need to be able to keep it afloat.
All right?
You need to get a return on your investment. You need to be able to make sure you do X, Y, and Z. We, as people, can put out anything out there and hopes that people buy it. We'll make it the price we want to make that we think is fair. We'll
Mhm.
make certain things a price that isn't fair because we want a return on our investment. The only thing I could say so that you guys can, I hope, can take away from this is the game does not stop if you don't buy this. The game doesn't, I mean, sorry, yeah, if you don't buy it, this game doesn't stop if you, oh, sorry, you don't get any type of better play lanes or more RNG if you buy this variant, if you buy these bundles.
No.
These are all cosmetics.
Yes.
And
And somewhat card acquisition-y a little bit. But
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, if you guys play games like Yu-Gi-Oh, you would welcome this with open arms because Yu-Gi-Oh is one expensive game. Expensive game. You can go and put in $100 into that game and open up packs until you're sick, and you won't get the cards you want.
Mm.
And this is to get cards. This is not even to get cosmetics.
Yeah.
This is still cosmetics, and I get it. Cosmetics shouldn't be that expensive, but again, you don't need to get it. You do not need it.
Yeah.
I want an Apple Vision Pro, kind of. I I talked myself out of getting it. I said, is it worth it? Do I need to get it? Does it make sense? When I heard people were returning it, I was like, yeah, good thing I didn't get it. Then I sat back today and said, shit, I think I really want one. Is Apple going to stop selling Apple Vision Pros for $4,000 because the Apple fanboy STG wants a Vision Pro headset? Negative. They're not.
So I
They're
think
not.
I think it's safe to say, right? I think it's safe to say, in conclusion, right,
Oh,
that these these bundles and these variants are a snap luxury, right? It's a
100%.
snap luxury. It's not a
100%.
snap necessity. Now, if
No.
you're trying to live a snap luxurious life and you're
Yeah.
trying to have really fancy cards, you're gonna have to pay like you weigh. It costs to be the boss out here in these snap streets. So it kind of sucks. And I agree. I think there should be some sort of compromise in there, and hopefully there will be. But this is basically luxury, guys. It's not necessity. So I don't think people getting worked up to the point they're getting worked up to is I get it, but I don't think it's all the way necessary. If you don't like it, scroll by it. Don't even go by it.
Right. The next thing about it, the final thing about it, is the gold bundles. People are like, "Hey, where are the gold bundles? I don't spend money on the game. I'm not free to play, but I'm not buy a bundle for US or whatever currency. I like to buy my bundles at the gold price." And
What's wrong with that, Tech? You got-
that made me laugh. That made me laugh. What's wrong with that is it goes back to my first comment about the bundles. I mean about the the albums. If you have to play the game to get the gold to buy the gold bundles, how is that okay? But to play the game, to get the tokens, to buy the ultimate variant for the album is not okay. I just need to understand. I just need to understand. I want bundles to be gold. Okay. I want albums to not have ultimate variants. Okay. I want to spend $10 on the battle pass so I can get the emote of Cyclops. Okay. I want my $20 bundles to all be the same. Give me the same resources in my $20 bundles. Okay. I just I, I I would love that, guys. I would love that because it would make my life easier, right? My pockets would be a whole lot fatter if Second Dinner did exactly what some people are asking for. I would 100% be down for that. But then what happens to Snap? What happens to the game? What happens to it? Does it go down? Does it go down fighting?
Does it wither away like a raisin in the sun?
Some of your favorite streamers who do this for a living, if you stop supporting or stop subscribing or X, Y, and Z, what happens to them? Right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's about their money at the end of the day. I think if you like something or like to see something or want to be a part of something and you have the means to do it, then you do what you do. If you don't have the means, you don't do it. But I feel we cannot try to attack Second Dinner on the choices they make based on them trying to figure out what's best for them and their business model. I think that's the way we
That's
look
fair.
at it.
That's fair.
I think we don't know how much mouse they have to feed. We don't know how much it costs to keep the servers running. We don't know how much it costs they got to pay artists. We don't know how much it costs that they pay content creators.
That's
We don't know
fair.
how much it costs for them to get the rights to put anything else into the game. We have no idea.
Right.
So if they want to go out there and make a bundle for $250, I'll be on the front lines with you guys. That's bullshit. I'm not buying that. So you know what? Don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right? If they want to make a bundle for $1,000, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it, but I'm not going to attack them for it. I'm not going to say that's bull. I'm not going to.
I'm gonna say good try, and I ain't buying that
right.
shit.
Right. I'm not going to attack them for it because
good try, I ain't buying that
know.
Shit.
Right. I don't know what their bottom line is all about. I have no idea.
Right.
Apple made a Vision Pro headset that costs $4,000. Their competition has a headset that costs $500. Like I could look at Apple and go, "What the?" Nobody's attacking Apple for it. Nobody's doing that. If the product brings you joy, you're gonna get it. You're gonna enjoy it. All that to say, I'm mad because I do not like the mindset that we all kind of get into when things like this happen. I think we all need to really sit back and see the big picture and find out, not even find out, but sit back and take the big picture and say, you know what? Yeah, this is ridiculous and that's bullshit, but I'm not getting that. I'm not doing it. And that's fine to say because we all done it. What I don't like is when we go and attack Second Dinner. Like, how dare you? What the fuck, guys? What make it like that to me is like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. They're doing what every company out here does. Wendy's out here talking about they about to up prices on their food. Right?
Not my nuggets.
McDonald's out here up in price. Like we go to the store, milk. I got a newborn. You guys already know. It's just ridiculous out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. But I have two choices: bitch about it, complain, get upset, or not buy it. You know what I mean? We're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So at the end of the day, tell them why you mad is the segment as to where we tell you guys why we upset. And this is my segment because I strongly believe, again, that bundles aren't for everyone. And that's my take on it. Now, yes, I'm sure people in the comments are going to say, well, Tech, money grows on trees where you come from. So it's easier for you to say. That's the case. But I'm talking as a person who don't have money that grows on trees.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's all right. Your dog out here barking?
No, that's the trucks, right?
Oh yeah. I'm talking as a person that don't have money that grows on trees. A person that feels that this bundle is not for me. I'm not getting it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I I don't think this was telling why you're mad though. I think this was what, like, telling why you're mellow. You did that very mellow. Like you were like,
Mellow.
yeah, you was a cool, calm fellow. Like, like you know what I
Cool,
mean? Where
calm
was all
fellow.
that? Where was all that? Guys, let me just give you a little.
Let me hear this.
Let me give you
Let
a
me see
little
this.
bit of what he was giving me
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Let me just give y'all a little bit of what he was giving me early on the phone while I was driving to get my breakfast. Okay, it was all, oh, these bundle crybabies. Why are they all out here? They want their bundles. They want their bundles, but they don't want to pay for it. That's all this
Oh my
goes. He was going in, you bundle crybabies. Oh, so but they want everything, but they don't like it was he was going in. So I told him, stop. I want this on the podcast.
God.
He didn't give
Sino
y'all what he
is
gave me, okay?
Sino's full of shit.
He
Sino's
didn't
full
give
of
y'all what
shit.
he gave me. He was
So
upset earlier.
Sino,
Right
Sino's
now,
full of
he's
shit.
tired, okay? So he's like
Yo,
cool and calm.
yo,
And
listen,
he's
listen,
trying to
listen.
be real mellow with the shit. Before
Sino's full of shit because you know where he gets that from, guys. You know, The Rock went out and said that they're a bunch of
Cody Crybaby.
Cody crybabies. And gonna finish my story. So that's what he's saying.
Finish his story.
I never said people out here crying about bundles. That don't listen to him on that bullshit.
He sure
Um,
as hell
he,
did, guys. I
uh,
was driving to get my
yeah,
breakfast,
he's full of
and he
shit.
had a lot more
So
energy for
yeah,
y'all, a lot more
no,
smoke for y'all
let me
than
tell
he
you how the
gave
energy.
y'all.
Let me tell you how the energy happened. Cena went to get his breakfast at this time, guys. See, Cena's out here waking up when I'm picking up my son from school. So in the afternoon for me, morning for him. Um, he's in the car. You know, how's Snap going? What's going on with Snap? He said, "Bro, people out here ain't really feeling these bundles." That's what he said to me. What you take on those bundles? And I'm like, "What's the problem?" Like he said, people ain't feeling it. I'm like, "Well, you know what? It is what it is, right? I feel that. If they're not feeling it, don't buy it. You know, if like he said, you know what, you're right. It didn't stop the game, right? Did an
Guys,
update come
I
out?
tried to defend free to play players, and he got
He's
so
full of
fucking
shit. He's full of shit.
insulted.
Hold on,
Guys,
let me
I was
finish
defending
this,
free to play
bro. Let me
players, and
finish.
he got so upset. I don't know what happened.
Let me finish where the anger came in. He goes, "Did an update come out where the game stopped? You know about a bundle?" I go, "No." He goes, "Well, then there you go. I mean, I don't understand the process." I said, "Exactly. I don't get it." He goes, No. You can't talk second dinner employee 11 months in a row." And I got mad. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, stop saying that. Like, I'm just being real. That's where the energy came from. When he keep calling me a second dinner employee. Second dinner is not second dinner does not sign my motherfucking checks for him to keep saying I'm a second dinner employee. All right. So that's where the energy came from. It didn't come from you guys talking about your bundles. It came from him. Every time I defend anything about second dinner, he has to open his mouth to say second dinner employee of the month 11 months in a row. See, that's why he's laughing. Because he knows the fucking truth. Yes, oh God, yeah, this podcast went over damn near 43 minutes.
I'm fucking delirious right now, but
This
nah,
is
it was a
fucking-
lot more energy. It was a lot more smoke for the free to play players on the phone than it was on the podcast. So I'm not gonna let it rock because I told him, I said, keep that. I didn't even let him finish. I was like, no, I don't want to hear nothing else. Shush it. Let's keep it for the podcast because I want you to bring all that smoke to them on the podcast. I want it for the cameras.
He's full of shit, but
and this guy all of a sudden turned into Barry White. All of a sudden, hey, free to play players, how y'all doing? Let's talk about this real quick, like real smooth and calm. Nah, bring that same fucking smoke you had earlier for them.
I did bring
lighten it up now because you don't want to smoke with them.
I did bring the smoke. I wanted to make it make sense and answer the question.
I'm crying.
How is it okay to spend $10 on a battle pass to get an emote? It's okay to use gold to get bundles.
that was what upset
And
you.
work.
It was what we said when everybody was like, "I'll tell you, I would really upset him."
Let me hear
When
it.
I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, Cyclops under that $10 paywall." I know I'm gonna get my Cyclops emote now. They should always do that
Motherfucker.
shit with these shit.
Yeah,
He
see?
said, "What? What? That's
See?
not free. You still gotta go. You gotta pay $10 to get it. That's not free."
And then he goes, "Come on, second in employees of the month, 11 months in a row." What you mean? But exactly, guys. All
Guys, he
jokes
got
aside,
so
exactly.
mad, guys, and then he has smoke for y'all. It's all right.
No.
I'm gonna record. I'm gonna
Smoke,
record those
smoke,
conversations
smoke for
next
you. Like I said, if you
I'm gonna
guys are
record
free to
them
play
shits next
player
time.
like Sino, and you're okay to spend $10 on an emo, but
Oh
not
man.
okay to play the game to get an emo, please respond and let me know. I need to know. I need to know.
Oh man. All right.
I need
I
to
got
know.
nothing else to say, bro. They won, in my opinion. You did not bring the same energy to them that you were supposed to. So they win. They should get everything free now.
Hey, listen, if they get everything free, I'm down too. I want to get shit for free as well.
And you should get nothing free. You should have to pay for all your shit.
See,
Okay.
now
So
that's
you're
see what
against
I'm
some
talking
free to
about?
play
That's the
players.
bullshit. That's the
You just keep
bullshit.
wailing over there, all right, Moby?
See, this is the fucking shit I gotta deal with, guys. I told you the guys over at Snapchat don't gotta deal with this. The dudes over at
Oh
Snap
man.
Judgment. Shout out to my boy Roy. Roy's my boy. Shout out to
Shout
Roy. He ain't
out
gotta
to
deal with this. He ain't gotta
Shout
deal with
out to
this.
Roy. Shout out to
See?
Pulse.
I swear, man. I swear. But nonetheless,
Oh
guys.
man.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I
Yes.
appreciate everybody
He
listening to the
is
podcast.
the man with every variant in the game, the variant god. Really? Really? Every variant. Can't be. Sure is. The variant god. STG. And I am the top 5 best snappers in the world. Sino, because I snapped that hot fire you heard. All right, guys. We're out of here.
Peace.